Hey, Pat Vittich here, and I want to thank you again and welcome you to the 6-week shift. And I'm so happy again that you've made this investment in yourself. This is a very powerful program. It seems like a simple program. It's just a quick exercise, one exercise a day for 6 weeks. But I can tell you, these exercises, they will challenge you. They'll challenge you to look at yourself in a whole new way, and shift your perspective, like I said, from outside in to inside out. So just to let you know, with this program, what you're going to have, there's 7 modules. They're based on my 7 stages of personal evolution. So the first one we're going to start with, and each module is going to have 6 exercises, 6 days. And so the first module is going to be understanding, because that's the basics, that's the foundation of it. So we're going to go through understanding, and then we're going to move up into acceptance, and then trust, and then integrity, and consciousness, and connection, and love. So all through those stages, and one by one, I've set up these little exercises. Some are just a question. Some are a little bit more involved. But each day you're going to get an exercise that is going to direct you inward. It's going to direct you to look within. And they're going to progress you through this point from understanding to love, through all of those stages, and doing it very quickly over the course of 6 weeks. And it's going to be powerful, and it's going to stir up some stuff for you. And there's going to be times during the course of this 6 weeks when you're going to feel a little overwhelmed by it. And just know that that's normal. And you can just, if you start to feel overwhelmed, just step back for a moment. It's not, you don't have to work through each of these things completely in one day. That's, I think, when I was doing the testing of this, I had people that were trying to get through the whole thing in one, this exercise that was supposed to essentially make you aware and make you take a look at this aspect of yourself. They were trying to work through and resolve it, in one day. And don't try to do that. Don't try to do that. Just work through it, and recognize what's going on, and look deeper. Just look deeper and listen. This is an exercise in listening deeply to your own inner wisdom, that inner voice. So we're going to, tomorrow, or if you're watching this tomorrow, today, when you first purchased this, you had access to this intro video. The very next day, you're going to get a second lesson that will show up in the membership area here. And that's going to be your first lesson. So what I'd like you to do is first thing in the morning, if you have to get up 30 minutes early to make this happen, please do that. I highly recommend you do it first thing in the morning. You could do it at the end of the day, but honestly, stuff gets in the way and you forget, or sometimes you might not be able to get to sleep if you start it then. So first thing in the morning, do the exercise. Some of them will be something that you'll just write something down right away, and you'll be done in 10, 15 minutes. Some might take you a half hour or 45 minutes. Some might be an all-day sort of thing. So I might ask you to see what comes up for you during the day, and then to make notes of it in the evening. So just progress through that, and make sure that you come in every day, because these build on each other. And it's important to get into the habit of doing it each day, every day. That's part of this process, is we're going to go through 42 days of that. Normally it takes you 21 days to develop a habit. Well, I've doubled that, so that we're going to ingrain this in you over the course of the next 6 weeks, so that you're going to be trained to do this daily exercise. And it's one of as I noted in my webcast, it's one of the most important things that you really need to do if you want to create the life that you truly, truly desire. That's that life that you've hoped for from way back. You know, the kind of life you've always hoped you could have. That's the life. And if you want to get there, one of the big things is that daily practice, that daily exercise that you're doing, to look within, And so utilize this tool to jumpstart that process for you, to really get yourself going. And like I said, tomorrow you're going to get the first one, and that's going to be the first one in the module on understanding. And then the next day you'll get the next one. It's just going to progress right through. So you're going to get 6 on understanding, then 6 on acceptance, then 6 on trust, and so forth and so on. And with each new module, there'll be another quick video just kind of explain the process there and understanding what you're going to want to do here. It's about getting to know yourself, your life in general, a little bit better. Get a little deeper understanding. One of the things I tell my clients all the time, first seek to understand. First, seek to understand. In anything that happens in your life, first seek to understand it. What's happening? What's really happening? See it for what it is. So this is going to start that process of understanding basic things about you and your life and life itself. And these are all your truths that you're going to understand. That's the thing. It's not. I'm not going to tell you anything. You're going to have to listen to your own inner wisdom, and that's where you gain the understanding. Is through that, not through what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to be the catalyst. These questions, these exercises, they're the catalyst to guide you through that process and to stimulate that process. But you're the one that has to do the work. You're the one that has to do the work. Again, this has got a 30-day money-back guarantee, and you can get down to the end of the 30th day, and if you decide that it's just not for you, then just send me an email, support@patbendage.com. I'll refund your money. But if you do the work, if you do this work, I promise you, your life is going to change. It's going to change. This is going to stir up some things for you. And like I said, it's going to be challenging. Some days will be real simple. Some days will be real challenges. And I never know which one of those is going to be it for you. Everybody gets triggered by different ones. But it seems that everybody that I've ever had go through this finds those things that will trigger them, will stir stuff up. And one of the things that I'm going to have you do is I'd like for you to compile all of these, your experience, your notes, your summary of your experience for the day. I want you to put that together at the end of the day or at some point, after doing the exercise. And I'd like you to email, and for that email, I want you to send it to admin, ADMIN, at patbendage.com. Admin at patbendage.com. And I'll put that below. But what I'm going to do is I am going to take this, all of your responses over the course of the 42 days, and I'm going to put that together and create a profile for you at the end of this. And we'll just get together and go over that profile real quick. And I've found that people have really found great value in that sort of summary, so I can get you can get an outside perspective. And just so you know, that admin at patbendage.com, I'm the only person that sees that. I'm the only person that sees that. And everything that you tell me is completely confidential. So don't hold back. You don't have to tell me everything, but don't hold back because you're concerned about confidentiality. That's not an issue. I treat it just like a doctor-patient relationship. Really, I do. It's Everything that you tell me is in confidence. Only way I mention that to anybody else is if you give me permission to do it. If you ask me to do it, then I will. But otherwise, everything is confidential. So send that in to me, and then what I'll do is I'll put together, it's almost a story of your life. It's amazing how these things come out. But and then you'll get that after the 6 weeks is up and you finish that process. So again, any questions, support@patbenage.com, admin@patbenage.com to send your summary of the day of the exercise of what your experience was for that. So congratulations, and I'm looking forward to your what happens with you and watching you grow. I get so much out of helping you guys change your life. You know, it makes everything that I've been through in my own life worthwhile. It really does. So get started right away. Do it first thing in the morning. Make it a habit every morning and watch your life change.